Between Inglis Falls and Grey Roots Museum stands the unique Morland Place and Historic Gardens, our next stop on the tour. Standing here with Barry Moore and Philly right now. We are standing in front of a unique building, and maybe you should tell us where we're at.
Sure, we are at Morland Place Historic Home and Gardens, and this is on the south end of Owen Sound, and just one property to the east of us is Inglis Falls and all the historic buildings there, and one property to the west of us is Grey Roots Museum and Archives. So this is the property that is in between the two. And Barry can tell us a little more about this home and his gardens.
Well, this was built in the early 70s. It was to look like 1870, but it really was built in the early 1970s. Mom wanted to have a grand home to display some of her things, and I started it and worked at it for 10 years and wondered what I was into most of that 10 years, but however, I did get it finished.
Now, how many different gardens will you find in here?
Well, you'll find the Hillside Garden, which is older. It was done in the 70s, and then you'll find the perennial garden, and there's the long garden, and there's the big oval, and there's the step beds, and then there's some other little satellite ones around it down there, and on a walk you'll see quite a bit.
And then there's the maze, of course.
Well, now, how did you create the maze?
The maze, well, it's very simple. It's about 120 feet square, and it's 8 rows, 4 squares, and then 3 circles to the center, with the openings at different places.
Okay. Now, people that come out here, then not only can they visit the gardens, but they can also go in the home?
Well, if I'm here, and yeah, we go in and look at the front hall and the principal rooms, and it's always open for Doors Open Ontario, or any special occasion, or any group.
This is one of the gardens, this is one of the Cornerstone gardens on the Rural Gardens tour. So you can pick up a brochure, you can do the self-guided tour, and you can come and you can see the gardens and the grounds 365 days a year pretty well. You can give yourself a self-guided tour. Brochures are available out front. People can show themselves around at any time.
Well, why don't we go ahead and take a walk around? A stroll through the gardens on this 10-acre European-styled landscape property brings us to a formal French, Italian, and perennial gardens complete with outbuildings, mature trees, and hedges. The pathway takes us through the blooms and sculptures that beautify the property. Use your self-guided site map to tour the magical gardens. Let's hope we don't get lost in the center of the human maze. This has to be one of my favorite places to visit in the area.